guys, what's going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. And today I mainly just wanted to test out my new lens on my camera. This is a 17 to 85 millimeter lens. It's got a little more zoom action than my standard 18 to 55 millimeter lens, but I also feel like this looks like a lot more crisp and vibrant than my other lens. It does have a little more zoom action too, so it can zoom out a lot more. So if I ever decide to like play the Ouija board again or something like that, like it will come in pretty, oh god, it does have a lot more zoom in action too, which is pretty repulsive. Okay, just gonna put that back. This face does not belong on an HD camera. But yeah, let me know in the comment section, do you guys think it looks any different? And I also do have a topic for this video, and it is an insecurity of mine. It is something that I've struggled with for a very, very long time, and I've been battling this. I've given up, I've battled it again, I've given up, and I just don't know what else there is left to do. I just had to accept that it's over. I could feel it coming. The end was near, and it got me eventually. I did have to cave in. I did have to admit defeat, and it was not an easy choice, but I did it. And I feel like it's time to come right out and say this. I'm suffering with male pattern baldness. Can't believe it. Honestly though, it's not that big of a deal to me. It is just something that's kind of a nuisance, if anything, because I hate the way I look on camera without a hat. That's why I always wear hats all the time, and I have done pretty much since the start of my YouTube channel. Like, I've been literally like going thin up top. Like, okay, so here's the story. I'll run you through the story of my hair. I used to have very luscious, beautiful blonde hair that was very thick, very dense. I actually let it grow long when I was younger. Like, all through my teen years, I had longish hair when that was the style. Fuck. Then I specifically remember getting to about 21, 22, and there is this one particular photo that I can think of me and my aunt at Christmas time. I had my arm around her, and we were standing directly under the light in the living room, so it looked like you could see the top of my hair was incredibly thin. Even though it was long, like I had bangs and everything, like kind of brushed to the side, you know, like the Justin Bieber style back in 2014. Not proud of that phase, but it was true. I can't deny my past. I do have some skeletons in my closet. I remember seeing that photo, and it was like, it was becoming obvious that my like, you could see my bangs were transparent. You could see my forehead through the bangs. That's how like thin my hair was getting up top. So I just accepted it. It wasn't like a big deal. Like, some men literally, like, it ruins their lives. I just saw that and I was like, oh god, that's ugly. And so I just whizzed it off. It really didn't affect me. People were just like, oh, you look much better actually. I used to get called Shaggy a lot from like Scooby-Doo with long hair. I used to also get called Jackson from Hannah Montana, because that was kind of a thing back then too. And I kind of found that compliment because I did really like Jackson. I thought he was so funny in Hannah Montana, but I did have like very similar hair. It just used to kind of go all over the place. It was kind of wavy. I just accepted it and shaved it off because I kind of styled myself. I've told you guys this before. I style myself on people that I look up to. Like, I literally don't exist. I am nothing. My whole personality is an accumulation of traits that I've taken from other people that I look up to. And so I know a lot of people that I like, that I looked up to, with short hair, like a buzz cut almost, and not quite a buzz cut, but like a number 2 on the shaver guards, the head trimmer. And I would just put that on, buzz it all off. Didn't really affect me that much at all. I actually kind of liked it at first, because when I first did that and I just accepted it's time to let it go, it didn't look too bad. Like, I still had hair on top, and when it was shorter, it actually looked like my hairline was still intact. It was only when it grew out it looked really thin. But then it got to a point where the hairline is slightly receding. I still have hair on the top of my head, and I'm not going to show you guys, because that's what this video is about. But it is also like, now it's so thin that like when like in real life, it just looks normal. Like, you can still see I have hair on the top of my head. It's not like, it doesn't look that bad in person, or even in the mirror. But whenever I get a photo or a selfie or anything like that, or anybody takes a picture of me, I hate getting pictures with people just because of this, but it always looks so much worse on camera. It looks like I'm like bald on top, and it's fucking ugly. And I've recently been thinking about it. Like, I was like, I can't commit to the full buzz cut, but I feel like in order to balance that out and stop the weird bald look on top and still having like thick hair on the sides and the back in a photo, if I ever happen to be unfortunate enough to get captured in a photo with someone. In order to balance that out, I would need to have like a total buzz cut. And I'm not ready to like commit to that. Like, I can't do that. Not a full like razor down to the skin kind of haircut. No way. I'm not ready. And I've been thinking a lot about this for the last so many years now. And as it's increasingly getting worse, especially as I've gone into my 30s, I've noticed it's like just getting worse at this point. There's no stopping it. And I've thought, I'm ready to get a hair transplant. And I know that sounds crazy. I know. But there's a lot of guys doing it. I follow a lot of TikTok pages. I follow a lot of people who are on YouTube as well, who make videos of their progress, like their journey with the hair transplant. And it's actually something that I really feel like I could do this. And I want to do this. Granted, a hair transplant is literally like upwards of like $16,000, I've read. So I did find a solution, an alternative solution, which a lot of people are doing. A lot of people are doing it from all around the world. They are going to a country known as Turkey. And I love Turkey very much. It's very yummy. But that's not this kind of Turkey. We're talking about the country Turkey. People go there for a Turkish hair transplant. And the whole point of that is because, well, it's extremely cheap. You can literally get like a hair transplant for like $2,000 to $3,000, which is a lot more reasonable. I can't afford one unless like I did that and it's also extremely cheap for like visiting, I guess. So like people find it much cheaper to go there for a little vacation, but also get the hair transplant while they're there. And it's so much cheaper. Like, it only works out like a few $1,000s. And I really feel like I've convinced myself, like, there is one thing I want to accomplish this year. It is a hair transplant, because I see people all the time saying, like, before you love anyone else, you gotta love yourself. And I'm like, it's impossible. I can't love myself. I have so much insecurities, but that's by far my biggest one. And I'm being vulnerable telling you guys this because I don't ever address it. I see comments sometimes being like, what Mike looks like, what does how? Which you're never gonna know. In fact, you will, because when I do this, I actually thought maybe I could get some of the money back by monetizing my journey. Maybe that's a series, you know, for YouTube. I thought I could go through with it like a video series and help other guys who are also struggling with the same issue. I've been talking about it to my friends and my boss even, because my boss is like also bald, and we were talking about it, and he was like, I don't know if I mean, I would like to do that, but I don't know if, I'm a little too old for that now. You still have, you're still young, you still got a shot, you still got time. You have a chance, go on without me. It was that kind of thing, like a man-to-man talk about hair loss. And I know some guys will be like, dude, just shave it off. Like, just shave it off, be a man, shave it off, just let it go. Real man shaves it off. Like, yeah, I know, I did that, okay? But I just don't have the right shaped head for that. I literally look like Boss Baby. Like, my head is too round to rock the bald look. I don't look like Bruce Willis. I don't look like Dwayne Johnson. I don't have that shaped head. My head is just too round. I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. And although Casper and Boss Baby are very cute, I'm not. So I have nothing. I have nothing, and I feel like this is something I need to do. But it really is. Like, I know I'm joking around, but I really feel like this is something that, this is a major step in my life towards working on my confidence. I've also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've also been wearing like different clothes this week. I'm trying to step out my comfort zone of just wearing black all the time. And I've been wearing colors. I've been buying new clothes. I've been wearing different styles that I would never normally wear, but I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone, try new things. I want to work on self-improvement, and I feel like that's the first thing I want to work on, because that is my biggest insecurity. Once that's out of the way, and I have like a beautiful luscious head of hair again, and it grows back out, I'm not going to have it long. I just want to have a decent hairstyle where I don't look like Boss Baby. But yeah, it sucks, but there is a few things I would like to do. And I'm not like a cosmetic surgery kind of guy. Like, I've never believed in that. I've always hated it. I never thought it was like, I don't know. I mean, this could go into a different topic, but like girls getting their boobs bigger and ass bigger and lips bigger, I've always been kind of like, ugh, no, not for me. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to explain, but guys who are losing their hair, they will understand this. They will know. It's like, you are losing a big piece of you, and it's a very vulnerable piece of you too, because it's not something you can just cover up and hide like all the time. I mean, you wear clothes all the time, so it doesn't matter if you got like a defect on your body or anything like that. You wear clothes all the time. But with hats, it's like some places you just can't wear a hat, and then what? You're just like, it's out there in the open. People are talking to you. It's the first thing they look at. Well, they're making eye contact, but every now and then they go, and you see it. You see like the eyes look up, and you're like, do you mind? You get what I mean. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. And yeah, I've decided that's something that I want to do. Something I want to. If I accomplish anything at all this year, that's the main thing. That's the one thing I'm going to work towards. And I feel like as of then, maybe I will be more confident with like being a YouTuber even, like, or doing other things. But I really thought about it, and it really does kind of branch off into all different, like, it affects so many things in my life. There are so many things that I want to do, but I can't, or I feel like I can't. I know I can't, but it's because of that, and it's such a simple thing. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to be open about one of my major insecurities. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comment section, what is your biggest insecurity? You can tell me. You can tell me. I will never judge you. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, and remember, the most important thing, chase your dreams.